Morning, friend. I hope you guys are feeling good this morning. I have with me on my mat today blanket, our book, some tea, and some copabaya because I feel like I need a little bit grounding today. Maybe you feel like that. So, I'm just gonna rub it in my hand so I can smell it as I go through my practice. Maybe you want to grab something like that, some tea, cozy blanket, oils, whatever feels good, and we will get started. We're reading In the Sanctuary of Women by Jan L. Richardson, and we are on part 11, but I'm going to start us with the prayer in the book. That's a prayer for the morning. It says, "Blessed are you, O God, who created the world with a word, and who fashioned your people from dust and from delight. In our waking, may we know you, breathing in us, breathing through us, creating us anew with your longing and your love." I love that. May it be so. So as we've been reading through, we've been talking about Eve and her desire and how that led her to take the apple, and maybe that all desire is not bad. Maybe there is God-breathed desire that we take too far or that we don't take far enough. And it's been really beautiful. Today is a prayer. It's a prayer that was written, and it says, "A prayer to be said upon rising and again upon going to sleep." So a prayer for twice. I was raised Catholic, and so there's a lot of prayers to say and how to say them and when to say them. And when I left the Catholic Church, I loved the ability to just talk to God whenever I wanted to. But I also a little bit missed that structure and that sacred prayer time. So I'm excited to dive into this with you today. So you just want to get comfortable. Close your eyes so you can listen. It says, "It's hard to keep the eyes clear when they live so close to the brain, where circuits spark with information piled up for processing, and thought lines clogged with questions that play hockey between one's ears in the dark hours. I know of no substitute for the work of cleaning out the cracks, no alternative to the struggle for focus, no tools other than a shovel and a pickaxe, a backhoe, and a plow. When I am lulled by the urge to settle, dubious of my own desires, it helps to breathe until I find my point of resistance, to listen beneath the fear, to question below the question. Those messengers that run barefoot till bloody, leaving their scarlet maps painted in the dust. It can also be told this way. Wisdom and courage are lovers. Their secret is that their dwelling has no lamp. At sunset they say a prayer that in the night their ears, hands, noses, tongues will tell them what they need to know. At sunrise they say another prayer, that their vision will not depend merely on what the daylight reveals. The neighbors find them odd, but their children, compassion, integrity, and hope, have learned the wonder of a heart unhiding itself, coming as a gift to our deepest I." So the blessing is wisdom and courage and more wisdom still. And that was part 11 in the Eve section in the Sanctuary of Women. Let's start our practice by continuing however you were when I read that to you, but continuing just with our breath. So closing our eyes, being comfortable. That might mean sitting down, but it could also mean lying down, however feels good for you. We'll just start with the breath. There's no right or wrong way to breathe. As long as you feel yourself filling up with air and then emptying that air from your body. Maybe there's different ways you want to try breathing. Experiment with it. Maybe a longer inhale, a longer exhale. Maybe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Or in through the nose and out through the nose. Whatever you want, because it's your body and you're in charge and you get to pick. The breath should feel good. If it feels shallow or it feels like it's bringing with it some anxiety, a good thing to try is to fill the belly with breath. Is to take the breath all the way from the initial spot where you inhale all the way down through the lungs and to let your belly just expand with the breath. And then exhale and wring it all out. The answer is always more breath. Now, what we just read was about wisdom and courage, and the ways that wisdom and courage rely not on their inherent wiseness or bravery, but that they rely on their senses. So let's do that together. Let's explore leaving our eyes closed through this whole practice. Just relying on your inherent sense of your body and yourself as we move through our practice. And if you find that your mind is wandering a little bit, just gently bring it back. No judgment. You're not bad. You're not doing it wrong. If your mind wanders, just gently bring it back to a part of your body where you feel something as we go through our practice today. We're just going to start at the top of our body. So, moving our head, let's bring the right ear to the right shoulder here. As we move our bodies, it's important for you to remember that you don't have to do what I do. You do not have to move your body the way I move my body. You can be in charge of moving however you want to move. Just stay on your mat and be here, even if you don't move at all. Good, and we'll take the chin nice and slow down to the chest. Draw the shoulders back. Feel that nice big stretch that comes all the way down your neck, down your spine maybe. Good. And slowly roll left ear to left shoulder. We're just keeping our eyes closed, letting ourselves be fully aware, be fully in our feelings, fully in our bodies today. Okay, you can slowly roll chin back to chest. And from here, take it up and straight up to the ceiling. Draw shoulders back and then straight in front of you. Good. Let's roll our shoulders a little bit. Just taking them back. Maybe you want to go one at a time. Maybe you're going to take them back together. And you can roll them forward. Again, you can take them one at a time, or you can take them together. Good. Move our rib cage and our torso. We're going to take it left and right at first. You bring your hands, to your knees. Good. And we can begin to circle. Inhaling as we come forward. Exhaling as we pull back. Good. You can come the other way. Notice what you feel here with your eyes closed. You feel your sit bones on the mat. Can you feel your belly? Can you feel your heart opening? Good. Here we're just going to take a seated twist. So whichever leg you have in front, if you're sitting cross-legged, that's the way we're going to turn first. So it might be different for you than it is for me. Take opposite hand to that knee. Take that hand directly behind you at the sacrum, fingertips pointing away from you. We're turning first here in the belly, and then we're letting the ribs follow, and then the shoulders. And finally, our gaze over that back shoulder. Good, and as you begin to come forward, bring that back hand to the side of you. You can either lower down to the forearm if that feels good, or you can just leave the hand to the side. Good. The opposite hand that was on the knee is going to come up and over, and you're reaching both hands to your side. Getting a nice big stretch from the fingertips all down the torso, the rib cage. Good. Both sits bones are rooted into the mat. This is a big stretch. Okay, and then you can come forward, reach both hands forward. Think about making space here. Keeping your eyes closed if that's comfortable for you. Deeply connecting how you feel, what you feel in your body. Your hips might be being stretched right now. You're gonna walk your hands back. We'll come to the other side. So you're gonna switch the way our legs are crossed. Opposite leg in front. I twisted my ankle the other day and I actually can't do that. That does not feel good. So I'm gonna put that leg out in front of me. So again, we're sitting up nice and tall. Gonna bring opposite hand to knee. Reach behind you, fingertips point back behind. Twist here first, the core, and with your ribs. Finally, with your shoulders and your gaze. Good. As you turn back toward the front, come to the side. Did on the other side. Bringing your forearms to the mat if you can. If not, just leaving the hands flat. Both sits bones rooted into the mat. Good, and squeeze forward. Reaching forward over those crossed legs. I have my legs straight because I twisted my ankle the other day and it still doesn't feel good whenever there's any pressure on it. Good. Walk your hands back. Beautiful. Going to go ahead and take ourselves up to standing on our knees. Once again, if you are comfortable keeping your eyes closed, that'd be really powerful here. Exploring how your body feels. Good. You can bring your hands up, draw shoulders back and down. Belly pulls in to protect your spine. For your next exhale, release the hands around to your back. So putting them like you're putting hands in your back pocket. We're drawing our shoulders back. Nice and slow, like we're coming around a beach ball. Our gaze, even if our eyes are closed, where our gaze would be, opens up to the heavens. And one vertebrae at a time. Come back upright, and then going to take ourselves forward for a tabletop pose. So we're in tabletop, all fours. And you can just take a minute to explore your body. Your eyes are still closed if you can. So your attention and your intention goes deep, deep into what your body is feeling. Good, and we'll do a few cat-cows here. So we'll inhale, draw the shoulders back, drop the belly toward the mat. We'll exhale, pull the belly up toward the spine, round it out. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Good. Maybe if you're comfortable, you'll tuck your toes under, let your hips come up and back for downward facing dog today. Good. In downward facing dog, we're pressing in through our fingers. Our hands are as wide as they can get. Good. From here, come up to the tiptoes. Roll yourself forward to plank pose. You can stay there. Drop your knees. Set your heels back, or set your hips back to your heels. You can big toes together, and you can open your legs and let your belly come between the thighs. Or you can keep your legs together, whichever you would like for child's pose. Good. Fingertips reach forward. Rest your forehead on the mat. Be aware of your breath. Be aware of the feeling of your belly on your thighs. Be aware of your hips, how they feel. And with your big toes together, go ahead and lift the hips up and move your knees out so they are at least not width apart. You can go further if that feels good to you. It's up to you. Good. And we're just going to lower ourselves down onto our forearms and let our knees fall apart, opening up our hips here. For frog pose. For some of you, this might feel amazing. For others, you'd be like, oh, hell no. If this is a hell no for you, listen to your body. Eyes closed, deep, intentional attention to your body. If this doesn't feel good, just go back to child's pose. Just creating a little bit of space in our hips here. Good, and when you're ready, go ahead and walk your hands back. Pull your knees in. Good. We're going to take ourselves down to lying on the mat now. This is the time when you can cover yourself up with your blanket if you want. We're going to do just a couple more movements while we're down. So lower yourself all the way down onto your back. Good. If you feel vulnerable here, especially if you have your eyes closed, feel free to cover yourself up with a blanket it. That makes perfect sense, and it's perfectly normal and okay if you feel that way. So we're going to draw our knees in to the chest. We're going to circle the knees a couple of times. How does that feel? Raise back the other way. Good. Take the peace fingers, not peace fingers, around the big toes. And then you can pull the legs up and out. You can pull the legs in to either side of your torso. Just let your legs do whatever feels good. And not move enough over break, I don't think. Good. Draw the legs up to the ceiling. Legs up the wall. So we've done this before. If you have an actual wall you would like to put your legs up, you can. If you want to hold them with your hands, you can. If you want to use your core and hold it up, the legs up, you can do that as well. You're going to flex and point your feet. How does that feel? Circle your ankles. If this feels good and you want to take this inversion another level, you can draw the feet overhead for plow pose. Good. It's important that you don't turn your head. Look left or right. You keep your eyes on your kneecaps or your thighs. If you want to draw up for shoulders to chin, again, don't look left or right. Weight is in the shoulder, not in the head and the neck. When you're ready, nice and slow, come down. Good, knees pull into the chest. And take both knees over to the right. Left shoulders pinned to the mat, gaze goes left. For a twist here. And back to center. Back to the opposite side. Knees fall to the left, right shoulder is pinned to the mat, gaze goes right. Back to center. Here you have the option to just stay laying on your mat if you would like to, if you need a few more minutes. If you're going to finish up class with me, rock yourself up. Good, we're gonna bring our legs forward. Sit up nice and tall and reach for the toes. Draw shoulders back and down. Keep it up dog. And the chest, heart is open. We're just reaching forward, reaching for the toes. Bringing that final stretch. Oh, excuse me. Good. Release the toes. If you're ending class with me here, I'll end us with that blessing one more time. Blessing of wisdom and courage and more wisdom still. That's for you and that's for me. It's 6 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, so if you need to continue on with your day, I just want to tell you thank you for being here with me. Thank you for showing up for yourself. I hope we have a wonderful 2020 together. Namaste. If you need anything, you can chat me in the chat box. I'll be around for just a little bit longer until it kicks me off. And then you can always private message me if you need to. Thanks, guys.